Welcome to Local Business Spotlight, everyone. I'm Troy Thompson. Joining me today is, of course, Bruce Dodd from People's Home Equity. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Hey, always good to be here.
Likewise. Now, we're talking about VA loans, someone, the part of the community that we need to always make sure that we can look after and make sure that they all have a wonderful home to live in. I want to ask you, what does People Home Equity do for the veteran community?
Sure. So veteran loans have been a big part of what we've done for a long time. VA loans. Now, when I say that, I do think it's important for veterans to look at what all their options are. Sometimes just because you're a veteran doesn't mean the VA loan is the perfect loan for you. It may be, but we're going to look at what all those options are to make sure we're pairing you with what you're trying to do with the right product. And so VA loans often are the best thing for them if they have that availability. A VA loan's awesome in that you don't have to make a down payment. However, sometimes somebody's selling a house and wants to buy another house and they're a veteran and they say, hey, I'd like to put a lot of money down so I have a lower payment. So then we're going to look to see what the best option is for them, because sometimes it's not the best option.
Oh, interesting. Well, what sort of documents are they needing to get into a VA loan? I would assume not only financial, but they would need documentation from armed forces, right?
Well, in most cases, so most every veteran has access to their DD-214. It's their discharge paperwork, and almost every veteran knows what that is, and they typically have it. If they don't, it's not the end of the world. We can often get information from the VA. So they're going to need similar documentation to most everybody else. Couple years W-2s, couple years W-2s, couple pay stubs, a couple months bank statements, and then we'll reach out and get a copy of their certificate of eligibility for them. It is helpful if they have that DD-214 because sometimes we need it to get their other paperwork.
I understand. Well, are there any other programs that support veterans that are trying to buy a home?
Yeah, there's a program through the Tennessee Housing Development Authority called Homes for the Brave. And it's a program that is similar to a VA loan. It's got a lower interest rate than the other programs they do. So we'll often look at that for a veteran to see if that's a better fit for them.
I think that sounds fair, but it's basically the same process, right?
Yeah, mortgages, it's kind of the same entry point no matter what program you're getting. Just sometimes there's a couple extra things you need.
I want to talk a little bit about your own business, Bruce. What are you doing within the community to give back? Because you do a lot. I know you do, and you really do get involved. Talk to me a little bit about
Sure. Well, one of the things we've participated with a program called YCAP for a long time. It's the longest standing early intervention program for adolescents. It's been going on for a long time. So we give a portion of each loan to them. Typically each year whether it's Toys for Tots or another local organization, we try to make sure we can give Christmas to as many kids as possible. So there's some things we do with that. We typically participate in another program that's one of my favorites. It's called Lana's Love. It's a program. It's a local Make-A-Wish program for kids with cancer. And just they do wonderful, crazy good things. And we love those folks. So we try to participate in those. And then, there's others. Those are the things that come to mind, first of all.
I think that's fantastic, Bruce. I really appreciate that you do that for the local community because, like you've said, support the community. In turn, they support small business, right?
Yeah, well, absolutely. But one thing I think everybody needs to look at is a dollar spent locally gets spent 8 more times locally. That's what the Chamber of Commerce tells me. So if you spend $1 locally, it's getting spent 8 more times.
If you want to find out more information, there it all is up on the screen for you. Been chatting away with Bruce Dodd from People's Home Equity.